Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Chairperson Usharani Manne and her committee, I, Priya Gazdar, Honorary Secretary, feel immensely honored and a wee bit emotional too to welcome you all to the 21st Annual General Session of FICCI Flow Hyderabad Chapter. Today, we salute the spirit of positivity and raise a toast to challenge, innovation, faith, and commitment. Before we begin, I request you all to rise for our national anthem.
Janagana mana adhinayaka jaya he Bharat bhagya vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे
Jai Hind. Deepena sadhyate sarvam. Every wish can be fulfilled by lighting a lamp with a pure heart. I request our chief guest, Shri Anupam Kherji, Chairperson Flow Usharani Manne, Chairperson Y Flow Apurva Jain, past chairs Rekha Reddy, Manjula Reddy, Monica Agarwal, Senior Vice Chair Uma Chigurupati, Vice Chair Shubhra Maheshwari, to step forward to light the auspicious lamp. While that's happening, can the core committees of Flow and By-Flow be ready for their pictures, followed by the EC heads?
We need more photographs of you there.
Sorry. Center cam for things. This one. Okay.
Thank you.
Can I have a quote? Please? Sir, please, sir, in this camera, please. Anupam sir, here. Sir.
Thank you.
Just a second, please. Please, sir. Please, in the center cam. Okay. Okay, guys.
Thank you. Easy.
Easy, please. ప్రశాంత్ కొద్దిగా एक सॉरी एंड एक से निकल जाओ सॉरी 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 अरे एक सौ ले लो इधर से here please just a second sister present again
1 second, sir.
okay this one
1 second, sir.
for this camera okay ma thank you.
After that extended photo session, gentle reminder to wear your mask and maintain physical distancing. Another reminder to keep your mobiles on silent mode through the duration of our event. And thank you for obliging. I would now like to invite on stage Chairperson Flo Usharani Manne to deliver her address.
Namaste. Chief guest Anupam Kherji, special guests, our sponsors and partners, past states, my very able committee, and dear members. A very warm welcome to one and all on the 21st annual general session of Wikiflow Hyderabad chapter. Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So does ours. In fact, we also had a prologue on which we had worked for very long so that our beginning would be strong and unfaltering. But COVID had other plans. For a while, the beginning itself seemed a foggy road. But then the intent was unshakable, rock solid. We made technology our weapon of peace and forged ahead undeterred, focused on reaching old milestones and creating new ones. The middle, as expected, was full of escalating actions arising from the intent. It was packed with scenes and sequels, caused by the rejigging of ideas and plans. But we persisted and persevered, and today stand before you, having reached every plan, every program, every idea to its logical destination. An emphatic ending that belies the shaky beginning. Once again, proclaiming the universal truth that the power of positivity prevails despite everything. And that's what today's talk will be about. That's what our annual magazine will be about. Can we have the Connect launch video, please? Thank you. Now, I would like to invite our chief guest, Anupam Kherji, Connect mentor and past chair, Josna Angara, Connect head, Priya Gazdar, and Connect team members present here to step up to the easel to unveil the cover page. Thank you, Anupamji. Hyderabad is the largest chapter in the FICCI Flow universe. With over 800 members, most of who are entrepreneurs and professionals who have made a mark in the business and corporate world. Leading it is not a simple or easy task, but a highly cherished one. When I was asked to helm it as a chairperson, When I was asked to helm it as a chairperson, my tenure was supposed to be 2021-22. But as they say, man proposes, God disposes. It got advanced by an year as one of the designated members could not take it up. And what an year. Before I took over, I had put in 12 years at FICCI Flow, for 2 of which I was treasurer, and then financial advisor for a year. I was also interview committee member of the Flow Industrial Park panel. I served as convener for the maiden edition of Flow Style Tattva, the fashion and lifestyle exhibition of Flow Hyderabad, and implemented the Flow UID card system that generates member data at a click. With all of this experience behind me and my faith in the committee I had chosen to support me through the year, I had no doubt or hesitation at all about stepping into the shoes of Chairperson Flow Hyderabad. Honorary Secretary Priya Gazdar and I left literally no stone unturned, no letter unwritten, no idea unexplored, as we made a watertight plan for the whole year. Not just Plan A, but Plan B too was ready. But as I mentioned earlier, the universe had another plan up its sleeve. Plan C, COVID, that disrupted life as we all know it. Live empowered being the vision statement for the year, we had to be agile adapters, moving from physical events and activities in which we were quite adept through years of practice to totally virtual seemed daunting. A 360 degrees mindset change had to come in and quickly. I still remember the tight hug of relief Priya and I gave ourselves after the first online event. All it took was that 1 hour on May 20th, 2020 to make us walk with confidence. And here we are with the 38 virtual events and 4 physical events later. Having hosted 70 speakers from various walks of life and fulfilling our incubation, mentorship, village adoption program, health and social outreach objectives as planned and beyond. Heading Flow Hyderabad, especially during the pandemic, has been a life-changing experience for me personally. When the world watched the news for updates on the virus, I was scouring the internet to explore possibilities for women at Flow Hyderabad. When people were looking at games and hobbies to keep themselves busy, I was overusing my gray cells to engage, enrich, and enable our members and women at large. The learning and takeaways from this very different and challenging year have given me enough fodder to go on to the next 10 years. I realized there's so much one can do and get done. The more you do, the more there is to do. There's no greater satisfaction than doing good with good intent and good preparation. I have always been a social person, but I surprised myself this year in that my best friends and workmates are years younger to me. But as we worked alongside each other, sharing strengths and belief, I would like to think we have become friends for life. I call them my Firebirds, a WhatsApp group we started in April 2020 with much enthusiasm. The group that has become our world for one whole year, to share, encourage, motivate each other and cherish both personal and shared accomplishments. Thank you and congratulations, my Firebirds, for never faltering in your flight path. Together, we created so many records for Flow Hyderabad. Across India, we stand acknowledged as the chapter to induct most number of new members, to collect the largest amount in subscription renewals, to be the highest revenue contributor, to be the highest revenue contributor to the head office, to generate, thank you friends, I have so many, to generate sizable sponsorship through the year, to host an event on the scale of FIVA, Ficky Flow Influential Women Awards, to complete the entire life cycle in our incubation and mentorship programs, to launch a flow-assisted brand Tirumani and generate a continuous stream of revenue for the last 16 practitioners of the fading art form of Cherial, to create Flow Marketplace that featured 50 leading brands across 100 insertions and make it not only an income generation platform for the chapter, but a highly preferred one by brands wanting to showcase their products and services to an elite target audience. And to be the first to host a physical event after pandemic, not after pandemic, during the pandemic, to be the largest contingent at the interstate meet, and to be the first team to go on annual retreat. Our innovative program Rooster hosted big names who inspired us to be better versions of ourselves and professionals who motivated us to stretch our limits of learning. We created opportunities for our members to showcase their talents and creativity, and also learned what makes our past chairs the role models that they are. I would like to play a video that encapsulates Ficky Flow Hyderabad's journey in the past year. Video, please.
It's been not an easy year whatsoever for everyone, but Usha has pulled it off really remarkably very well. The events, the workshops, the interactions were very different, giving her best, showcasing the best for the organization. I personally was involved in a lot of things, but the one which I would like to say is the membership interaction. Getting varied members from walks of life, and I simply loved it. And having about 121 members for this year was something outstanding, and I think me and Rekha Reddy, we really enjoyed interacting with members.
2 years ago, we were on a delegation to Israel, and in Jerusalem, in a very prestigious session in the Ministry of External Affairs, which I was a speaker on behalf of FLO, I found, to my surprise, that so was Usha Rani Mane. Today, it's not a surprise. I've seen the kind of work that has been done. I can see that this has been a very tough year for everyone, but Usha has done exceptionally well. She has done very many programs with excellent speakers. She was able to do an outing. She did a mentorship with startups, and amongst everything else, she has been able to garner a huge sum of money as sponsorship, which is quite an amazing feat given the situation in the country today. And there was this fabulous live culmination of her tenure in a very glamorous program. That, of course, is the forte of Hyderabad chapter. Best wishes to the team that's coming in, and well done, Team Usha, for a very, very difficult year.
As past President Flo, it gives me immense pleasure to congratulate Usha Rani Mane on the wonderful work she has done as Chapter Chair of Hyderabad. She has practiced the guiding principles of Sadhguru, who says, leadership means inclusiveness and reaching out, not dominance and power. I personally met her for the first time when she joined my delegation to Mongolia, which I was leading as chair of the women's wing of CASI. Today, she is a dear friend whom I value, admire and cherish. Usha would be an asset to any organization, and I wish her all the best for the future.
Heartiest congratulations to Ms. Usha Rani Mane, Chairperson FLO Hyderabad 2021, for showing us that true leaders rise above any situation and deliver the best. She brought in a plethora of programs and skill-building initiatives that covered all aspects of growth and empowerment. Her mental health initiative Reach Out was very apt for this year and its circumstances. Her other programs, which I really liked, were on emotional stability with Sister Shivani, Food for Thought with Luke Cotano, Social Equality with Nandita Das. All in all, it was a year to remember and applaud. Congratulations again to Usha and her entire team.
Congratulations, Usha and your team, for a wonderful year. You've pulled off the COVID year extremely well. FIBA was of a caliber that made not just the FLO Hyderabad, but also FICCI FLO proud of it. It was very clearly an outcome of true commitment, deep discipline, and selfless teamwork. And congratulations to you and your team once again.
I must say that Hyderabad has excelled among our 17 chapters, and I must congratulate your chapter for it. And in a year like this, our chapter chair, Usha, has managed to put 800 members together in Hyderabad. And this is because of the good work. End of the day, we all have to show work. And this has been possible in learning, upskilling, incubation, mentorship, and the social outreach that Flow has done. So I would like to congratulate Usha and her executive committee for their outstanding work this year.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This could not have been achieved without the support of our partners and sponsors. Though we will be acknowledging them with mementos later this evening, I would like to especially thank our knowledge partners, CIE, IIIT Hyderabad, IIMR, IIT Hyderabad, and VHub. Mental Health Initiative partner, Roshni NGO, branding partner, RBC Worldwide, skilling partner, McLean Skill Academy, and gold sponsor, Polman Group, for their invaluable role in the successful completion of 2020-21 at Flow Hyderabad. What can I say about my team? Honorary Secretary Priya Gazdar, my left brain, my thinking partner, my sounding board, and my AMPM friend. Your videos, reports, program designing, and well-crafted social media posts have taken brand Flow Hyderabad to the next level. Not just the responsibilities of the Secretariat you led our ORCOM team too, bringing out the most vibrant newsletters and magazines, headed the mental health vertical, and led the branding side for Flow-assisted Cheryl art brand Tirumani, plus handled all the branding needs of the chapter. You are more than a friend for life. My sincere thanks to Prem and Vihan for lending you to Flow and me this year. Treasurer Sujita Chityala, my right brain, available 24/7 with every bit of information on her fingertips. Very alert and agile at all times, perfect in her job, precise in her approach, utterly dependable. Sujita, neither would you sleep nor allow me to sleep until a job is completed. Joint Secretary Radhika Agarwal, well prepared, innovative, supportive, with a smile that never leaves her beautiful face. Senior Vice Chair Uma Chigurupati, your calm support was something I could always count on. I admire your determination and fitness and your control over food. I'm very happy to be handing over the baton and mantle of responsibility to someone as able and accomplished as you. Your extensive professional experience across diverse fields such as pharma, wineries, social welfare, your artistic endeavors such as Ikebana and poetry, plus your emphasis on sports and wellness, make you just the right choice for the responsible position. You can count on me without hesitation for any support you may need during your tenure as Chairperson Flow Hyderabad. Vice Chair Shubhra Maheshwari, sweet and sensible, and ready to help even before I can finish my sentence. Social Outreach Head Radha Rani, a live wire, exuding positive energy, assuming full responsibility without being asked, totally committed team player and a true leader, and for me personally, a dear friend. Membership Head Lalita George, the unflappable. You pulled off the impossible without missing a beat or calling me for any kind of help. So methodical and organized, displaying the true essence of leadership and a friend forever. Sponsorship Head Vandana Shetty. I admire her for her skill to get access to anyone. A sweetheart with a gifted voice, friendly and always ready to help, dedicated to finding new avenues for rising sponsorship. InHub and Flow Marketplace Head Gunjan Sindhi. She made Flow Marketplace a respected and coveted platform for brands from across India. Go-getter beyond compare, precision is her forte, a bubbly and naughty friend. Events Head Sarika helped us transition to the virtual platform smoothly, Blessed with a sweet nature and systematic and professional working style. I got to know her closely only this year, and I'm thankful for this opportunity. Knowledge Labs head Ritu Shah. Her extensive experience in flow makes her a great asset, especially for planning programs. She knows which speaker was here in which year without an iota of doubt. Mentorship head Nanda Rao. Supportive, precise in her task with perseverance as her middle name. Retreat head Padma Somreddy. Hospitality is in your DNA. Your glamorous presence and photography skills added a special spice to the annual retreat's resounding success. Social media head Ananda ensured Flow's events were broadcasted in real time and reached viewers across the world. Incubation head Sarita Chilkapati, methodical, totally committed, and highly knowledgeable in her field. EC member Monica Bandula, the brains behind the creative product line of Flow assisted brand of Cherriel Art, Tirumani. Very principled, both personally and professionally, and ever ready with the creative ideas that really helped me curate innovative gifts all through the year, including Cherriel badge. EC member Prashanti Shekhar, calm, dependable, and participative, well prepared and ready to do with a smile that is utterly endearing. EC member Simran Chabra, sweet with a never-ending flow of positive energy and bubbly enthusiasm, especially for Flow Style Tattva. A collage creator par excellence. The Connect and social media teams owe a lot to her. EC member Rashmi Doshi, highly committed and focused, taking complete ownership of any job entrusted to her. EC member Maya Patel, the bubbly, bouncy mascot of Flow Hyderabad, works straight from the heart and is thoroughly committed. Hira Rupani, her dedication to do good for the society is admirable and infectious, just what Flow needs to. With a team like this beside me, supporting me, encouraging me, applauding me, standing by me through thick and thin, what else could we be but successful? My thanks to Apurva Jain for being a wonderful co-chair and an epitome of graceful dignity. I'm grateful to you for your cooperation and support through the year, especially during FIVA. I would also like to place on record my gratitude to past National President Flo Pinky Reddy for believing in me and my team's abilities. To membership mentors, past chairs Rekha Reddy and Rekha Lahoti for their graceful presence in all 6 membership recruitment rounds, giving their valuable inputs. To finance mentors Vani Subhash, Manjula Reddy, and Padma Lagadapati for their guidance. To event mentors Kamini Sharaf and Priyanka Ganeriwal, to Connect mentor Josna Angara, to Style Tattva mentor Ajita Reddy, and convener Hina Srivastava for their generous inputs. To my sounding board and my 3 AM friend Monica Agarwal for being someone I can depend on all times. And to all my Flow and Y-Flow past chairs for their continued support. To Ajay Chauhan, our gentleman photographer and videographer. To Ramachandra Garu, Solus Media for keeping Flow in the news. To Lavanya and Rahmat at Flow office, whose support is invaluable to all of us. To National President John V. Phukan for being such a graceful and charismatic leader. Hers was the toughest position this year. To all my 16 co-chapter chairs, my rock stars, for their infectious spirit and support. To the admin and finance team at Delhi for their kind cooperation at all times. To past presidents for their guidance and being literally a call away for me. Thank you to the entire Flow Hyderabad fraternity for attending our virtual and online sessions, taking part in our incubation and mentorship programs, contributing to our social outreach activities, and for continuing to have faith in the value FICCI Flow can bring to the society. And lastly, thank you to my people at Polman, especially Swati and Appireddy, who facilitated hundreds of Zoom meetings and events. And a big hug to my family, my silent pillars of support, Anand, my soulmate, for his patience, belief, and pride in me. Anvesh and Jyoti for holding the fort at office and at home. Thank you so much.
I must read out the last sentence that she couldn't. To little Amira and Nish for understanding in their own innocent way that their Nainam would be back to play with them, but she needs just a little more time to live her dream. I don't really have words after that very, very touching, very emotional ending, but I'm handing over the podium now to Sonali Saraf, Secretary YFlow.
Good evening, everyone. I, Sonali Saraf, YFlow Secretary. Welcome Mr. Anupam ji, Mrs. Pinky Reddy ji, Mrs. Usha Rani Mane, Mrs. Apurva Pokarna, Flow YFlow past chairs, Flow committee and members on behalf of our YFlow team. I will also take this opportunity to congratulate and thank Mrs. Usha Rani Mane, Flow chairperson, and Mrs. Apurva Pokarna, YFlow chairperson, for giving us some excellent and exceptional learning events and keeping our hopes up high through these difficult times. I now invite Apurva, our YFlow chairperson, to address the meeting and take us through her year.
Good evening and a warm welcome to the Chief Guest Anupam Kherji, past National Flow President Pinky Reddy, past chairs and members. It has been an overwhelming journey as I begin to summarize the year that 2020 has been. When I started my term as chairperson, I was clearly fascinated by this prestigious honor, but also nervous and panic-stricken by the situation of taking responsibility in a pandemic. Like the age-old saying goes, where there's a will, there's a way. I managed to find a path to exercise my role in full capacity under the new normal. We have enabled members to stay in touch and connect via video with eminent speakers for every event. In each instance, we learned and adapted ourselves to serve better. I only hope that I have been able to put the spotlight on many pressing topics through the voice of our speakers. I truly feel that the last year has been fulfilling and has given me the opportunity to gain valuable experience in the working of a national organization. Right from our Zoom meetings, technical quality checks, brainstorming sessions, to stir a ripple of difference, coordinating with the speakers, having sponsors on board, executing events with an attempt to make it as informative as possible, to finally hosting physical networking events to sign off. What a journey it has been. During the year, we were fortunate to have some brilliant speakers on an online platform that added a unique lesson to each event. Let me take you all through this wonderful journey with a video that encapsulates the essence of my tenure. May I request the IT team to play the video? While the pandemic raged and social lockdown prevailed, FICCI Flow and Y Flow shone like beacons of hope, using every platform possible to meet the need for learning and interaction. Inform you all that we have a cookbook releasing soon with all the recipes shared by members and speakers, as it serves as a reminder that we all collectively contributed by just being in our homes, giving rise to the light at the end of the tunnel. The recent physical networking event for the interest group was special. Way to end my year, as I witnessed members, speakers, past chairs enjoy themselves to a light-hearted evening. I want to thank my committee members who have been my army of phoenixes, my fellow chairperson Usha, past chairs, and all members of FICCI for an experience so stimulating and gratifying. I would also like to welcome Uma Chugurpati, the incoming chairperson of FLOW, and Deepthi Reddy, who's not present here with us, for your energy and enthusiasm are infectious, and I hope it rubs off on every member throughout your year. Finally, to Usha, as I always say, you're a dream to work with, and I cannot think of anyone else who could have pulled off this year like you. Congratulations on a brilliant year. And lastly, I would like to thank each and every member for playing a constructive and supportive role. While we may be individually strong, we're collectively powerful. Before I leave, we have a few copies of the Healthy Eats book, and I would request Anupam Kherji, Pinky Reddy, and Usha ji to unveil the book, please.
Sir, here, sir, to your right. You come here, no, send us a please. Just a second, so we go for the electronic media also. Just a second. Guys, over? Yeah. Electronic media, please. Sir, here? Give me mask.
What they mask?
Okay, just a second. Electronic media, please. Just a second.
Congratulations, Apurva, on your fantastic innings as Chairperson YFlow. I can't wait to lay my hands on a copy of that book. It's my privilege entirely to invite our chief guest, Shri Anupam Kherji, to grace the dais. Shrimati Usharani Manne, Chairperson Flow Hyderabad, will escort you. May I call upon past National President, Srimati Pinky Reddy, to join Usha on stage to felicitate Anupamji. So Usha is imagining Kiranji will wear it in one of her TV shows, and we can all see that. The autograph sheet. Artisha, Treasurer Y Flo will get the autograph signed by our chief guest. Requesting Apurva Jain to come to the dais. With over 500 films and 100 plays, 3 books, politics, and an acting school to his credit, versatility is the middle name of our illustrious chief guest, Shri Anupam Kher. Here's a short video that traces the high points of his 25 plus years of scintillating career. Dhanyavad Anupamji for joining us here this evening. We are looking forward to Usha and Apurva decoding your success mantra for us and what makes you believe in the power of positivity.
Tell us about your thoughts when Mahesh Bhatt approached you for the role.
Namaskaram. First of all, very happy to be here. Very happy to be here. Very happy to be here. And people who are at the back also, happy for them also. And it's a wonderful feeling to be seeing all that you people have been doing for this whole year. To answer your question is that I was a National School of Drama graduate. I was a gold medalist. I was never good at studies. I never got more than 38% marks in my life. But as an actor, I discovered that acting can be learnt. So I went to the drama schools and came to Mumbai on the June 3rd, 1981. This is a very dignified, sophisticated, bald look. I wanted to add sexy, then I thought maybe I should not be saying this is a very formal gathering. The gentleman who has been kept here for my emotional support totally agrees with me. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, so he has a position of power over there. But thank you for coming, sir. I can see that Madam does believe that bald is beautiful. So this you will identify, and a lot of other people. This is a very, very. This is called shaved look, not bald look. But in early 80s, when you came to Mumbai to become an actor and to have no hair, was that you were not supposed to be an actor, because hair was much more important than talent. here was much more important than me being a gold medalist from drama school. And I was very thin. I was so thin that I could see through a keyhole with both my eyes. So there was no way that anybody took me seriously that I want to be an actor. They said, why don't you become a assistant director, why don't you become a writer? And then after 1 or 2 years, it became very difficult to survive. I had to sleep on the railway platforms, I had to do all kinds of odd jobs, but there was no work coming up. And in this, Mahesh Bhatt had made a film called Arth with Smita Patil, Shabana Azmi and Kulbhushan Kharbanda. It was brilliant, amazing film. So I went and met him, and he casually just told me, oh yeah, I've heard about you. You are a good actor, I've heard. So I told him, out of frustration, I said, you've heard wrong. I'm not good, I'm brilliant. So that I think, Pinky, stop going through your Instagram likes and dislikes. Come on, listen, concentrate, focus on it. Even though you have heard my... No. Just now for some time, just forget about your phone. Everybody. You are in the front row. Either you sit at the backs and then I can't see you. I have to see you. And you have to look, as it is, half your face is covered. So at least you can have your eyes on me. But I have never looked at my phone. So relax, chill, this is the best time of your life. If you are with your friends, you're still going through this, she's a friend, so I can say anything to her. You can get away with a lot. Yeah. No, I am serious about it. Don't look at your phone now. So, in this situation I met Mahesh Bhatt. I was desperate and my baldness helped. I was 27 when I met him, 27. And he said there is this particular role, and when I heard the role, I was blown away by in theatre, as a trained actor, you don't really think that you have to play an old man or you have to play this. For me, the role was much important than any image. I had not gone there to make an image out of me. I had gone there to become an actor. And Saransh's Bibi Pradhan was a role which I knew that will make me survive for 36 years. And that's exactly what has happened. I'm still sitting here, and still your first question is about Saransh. So that means it's important to make choices which are closer to your heart rather than go for popular choices. Means if I had done 5 films as a hero type of a thing, which is a typical hero, though I feel that Saransh was a hero of the film, that character, I would have not survived. But that established me as an actor.
That's really good to know. And as they say that we are the choices what we make. Yes, I agree. My next question is, you have done more than 500 movies across Indian, American and British film industries, and a lot of TV too. Can you tell us how the experience differs across continents and of course cultural sensibilities?
There are 2-3 answers to this question, I think. As an actor, I don't think there is... acting is about emoting. And emotion is about 9 rasas that we know. In fact, all of us go through those 9 feelings. We go through sadness, happiness, laughter, hatred, disgust. All of us go through in our real lives. But the difference between an actor and people who are not actors is that our command center, which is our mind over here, tells us to behave in a certain manner, and the emotions are real. Means I'm sure when all of you cry, it's very believable. For genuine reasons when you cry, and when you cry for some other reason, that's a separate issue. But you laugh, and nobody says that you're faking it up. When you get angry, you get angry. So what is it that makes an actor different? The problem is that an actor knows the emotion before he has to portray it. And then he has to make... So that craft is all over the world the same. I believe that Indians are larger than life. That's why our cinema is larger than life. A lot of people in the West tell me, oh, Indian acting is very exaggerated. Indian acting is about dance and singing around the trees. I personally feel that our young generation actors or any actors may be able to do what Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise does. But can you imagine a Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise doing Tujhe dekha to ye jana sanam? They can't do it because their mind will come in between. We believe in life. We will go and dance at any given pretext. We laugh loudly. We hug, not in today's circumstances. But we are larger than life. So that is where the difference comes in between Indian cinema and work abroad. But I think being a trained actor has always helped me doing all kinds of roles. And also I'm an actor when he's not ready to, or a person for that matter, when he or she is ready to make a fool of himself or herself, then there is only joy. It's our fear which stops us being ourselves. It's our fear of wanting somebody making fun of us. It's our fear of to be always perfect. It's our fear of always being right. When you don't want to be right, when you want to be sort of just live life, then there is no fear. So I run an acting school. My first sentence to them is that you should be ready to make a complete fool of yourself. It's your censored, when I say censor, emotions which makes you behave in a certain manner, which wants you to be, according to me, persona is that you are comfortable in who you are. That's what personality is all about. But people want to be somebody else all their lives. And that is the most difficult part. Because neither you are that person, nor you are yourself. I'm happy to be myself. My grandfather was once eating food when I was very young. I think I was 10 years old. And my mother was serving him food. So he was making this sound while eating. So my mother said, "Kya babuji, आप ये खाना खाते समय कितनी आवाज़ कर रहे हो?" My grandfather's answer was, "Beta, मुझे तो मज़ा आ रहा है, problem तेरी है." So I think I am myself either in India or abroad. But when I work abroad, in my mind I think that I'm representing my country. Actors don't get to represent their country officially. Sports people do that. So when they don't have a flag, but they don't have a flag in their hand. But whenever I am working abroad, I have a flag, Indian flag in my heart. And before every shot I say, I have to be the best. Because they are saying, this Indian actor is working in this film. So I give my best. That makes me feel better.
That's really great.
Yeah.
And I say, from sleeping on a railway platform to dining with the Hollywood elite, you have done it all. And as we are witnessed, done it all with rare grace. I must say congratulations for a life so well lived. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And
I have not done it all. It's just the beginning. I always, one of my reasons of going to work in New York for 2 years was, I've come back now. I'm not working there anymore, in the sense that I was supposed to be there for 4 years, but after pandemic, when I went, I thought New York was not the same New York that I stayed there for 2 years. One of the reasons that I went there and wanted to be doing in an English series, work in an English series, because I think in Hindi. So I thought, and over here they had started calling me thespian, legend, veteran, which are very frightening words if you think that they are basically wanting to give you Lifetime Achievement Award, and then finally you will walk into the sun. So I said, let me just get out of this place. I want to be always a newcomer, and that's how I went to New York to do New Amsterdam. And so it's not all done as yet. In fact, I should stop showing this small 1-minute reel that I show you. I should start The Beginner.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you. So now I will hand over to
Pinky, are you enjoying the conversation? I told you.
Apurva will ask the next question.
Anupam ji. You're a celebrated author today with 3 books to your credit, of which 2 were written within a span of less than a year. Between being a film actor, a theatre artist, a producer, supportive husband to an MP, tell us a little about your time management mantra.
My grandfather used to say that busy man has time for everything. When you want to do something, you can find time. It's only when you don't want to do something that you start thinking that you don't have time. आपने अपने लेक्चर में कितनी सारी बातें एक साल में की हैं. आप अभी जो आने वाले होंगे चेयरपर्सन, वो कितनी सारी चीज़ें करेंगे. पिंकी बता रही थी मुझे, while somebody was talking, she was telling me how much work she did or how much work you people do it because you want to do it. Your mothers, your grandmothers, sometimes your wives, your sisters, and yet you take out time because you want to do it. So I can find time to do anything because I want to do it. So I don't really think that it's a time management, it's a wish, it's a wanting, it's a desire. I love life. It's beautiful to be alive, it's beautiful to be doing things, it's beautiful to meet people. I'm people's person. And so I'm not doing a favor to anybody. I still feel that I still can do so many things in a day. And I think that's because I have never used 2 words consciously in the last 31 years. I have never used the word bore and I have never used the word mood. I am not in a mood or I am bored. I decided many years back, what is boredom and what is mood? How can I be bored in my own company? I am the most happening person that has happened to myself. So I am always in a good mood. I am never bored. I think boredom and mood gives you a false sense of importance. So does anger. I am angry. I am bored. What is this happening over here? I am not in a mood. I think life is so beautiful that you can do anything, anytime, and still feel rejuvenated. Work rejuvenates me. I have never taken an off in my life, in my working life. Because when you enjoy something, you don't need an off. I love acting. I love meeting people. And God gave me this 1 year to all of us. I wrote this book, the 3rd book that I wrote, Your Best Days Today, immediately after my 2nd book was written, because I felt that this is the time to maybe convey to what is the positivity during this pandemic. I had never taken a pause. This has given a pause to everybody. So I find a time for everything.
Thank you. That was beautifully said. And showing us how to maximize the value of each minute.
Yes.
On a more personal note, sir, your wife Kiranji is also a film and a theatre artist and a celebrity judge. Do you both share the same artistic sensibilities? If not, how do you find the middle ground?
No, she is much more sensible than I am. She is much more artistic than I am. She has much more refined taste than I have. Once you accept it, life is easier. So, in my case, this is the truth. And in every bald man's life, it is a truth. I have accepted the fact. If I ask your husband, he will say the same thing. This is a group which will not let a husband say anything that he wants to say. No, but otherwise also, jokes apart, I think she's MA first class first. I am BA 3rd class. She has long hair, I have no hair. She can speak English fluently. She can actually say schedule, I say schedule. And also, I think it's easier to sort of acknowledge the brilliance of the other person. I'm in certain things I'm better than her. Maybe I'm patient, but always, before marrying her also, I was patient. And she has a great sense of humor, I have a great sense of humor, hopefully at home. And we are very real with each other. I think the most important thing is that we don't have a role play relationship with each other. We don't, ma'am needs a glass of water, this is the third yawn. I caught you and I'm going to give you a glass of water now. Pinky, you can feel better now. This is not bugging people, this is survival instinct. Pinky, no, please, have some water. It can't be interesting if you're, where's your husband? I have to call him up. This is मेरा tension में आ गया मैं. I have a sudden feeling that every lady over here is going to yawn now because they want a glass of water from me. So I think there is a mutual respect that we have for each other as human beings, as people. There is no pretension. We don't pretend. We can disagree with each other. Our thought process sometimes are very different, but there is a mutual respect. So I think that happens when you become partners rather than just husband and wives. When you become friends than just husband and wife. My parents were married for 59 years before my father passed away 8 years back. So when you live for such a long time, you don't only lose your husband, you lose a habit. So I think that is the most important factor that you have to have. It's not that in the last 36 years that we have been married, it has been a very smooth sailing. We have had our ups and downs, major disagreements, major fights, but it always comes back to the mutual respect for the other person has for the other person. That's important.
So I guess when your best friend and support system is also your spouse, it is definitely the best and successful for a successful marriage, best formula.
So I think you have to treat the husband or a wife as a friend also. Because we have friends for 50 years, 60 years. My best friend was a cashier in a bank. He is still my best friend because we never judged each other. We accepted each other. So the problem comes in a marriage, I think, I'm not a marriage counselor, but the problem comes when you are judging the other person. You see, the most amazing time that a couple has is when you are courting each other. Because you are imagining good things about the other person. And then you start, the day you get married, you start looking for, in your mind, I have to live with this person. And then you start looking for faults rather than good points. Every time I have had an argument with Kiran, when I go back to my own self, then I say to myself, no, but she is so good in this and she was right. And we don't, हमारे यहाँ ऐसा नहीं होता कि मेरी बुरी पिक्चर देखने के बाद या मेरा बहुत बुरा रोल देखने के बाद किरण कहती है, wow, that was great. She says, horrible, this was rubbish, what were you doing? And I will rather have her like that than sort of giving me this false feeling. So the whole family is like that. My parents are like that, my mother is like that. I make these videos with my mother that she's very real. So Kiran is very real. And that's why I think we've survived for these many years.
That's amazing. Over to you.
Anupamji, in your latest book, Your Best Day is Today, you have penned down your thoughts about the pandemic with the idea of helping those who feel bogged down by the crisis. Can you tell us what your thoughts and experiences were over this past 1 year?
My first experience, my first thought and my first emotion was fear, like everybody else's. The moment we got to know, I had never heard the word pandemic. As I said that I'm from a Hindi medium school. मैंने epidemic तो सुना था बट पेंडेमिक नहीं सुना था. मैंने लॉकडाउन भी नहीं सुना था, दो लॉकडाउन का मतलब मुझे रफली पता था. But so I was in New York when this whole thing started happening, that this lockdown has started, pandemic has started, people are dying in China or in Europe and things like that. And I remember that when I was taking a flight from Newark airport to Mumbai, it was an Air India flight on the 20th of March 2020, and everybody was wearing masks, and people usually, in an Air India flight, it's a flight full of Indians. You usually encounter people who take your pictures. And but people were not coming forward, not because my face was covered or their face was covered. They were just worried about themselves. And the 16-hour flight was a long flight. I don't know whether serving food or not, but they had stopped serving food. They had stopped giving you bedding, etc., even whether you're in first class or a business class or an economy class. And when I reached Mumbai, I in my mind was thinking through the flight that Hindustan में ऐसा नहीं होता, हम तो किसी चीज़ को seriously नहीं लेते हैं. This is the European factor or an American factor or something like that. But we will deal with it, because in my entire life we've gone through I was a child when the 65, 62 war or 71 war was there, or the lots of riots that took place. But when I reached Mumbai, I was horrified that the airport for the first time was so deserted. And then I came to the streets, and it looked like a Will Smith film, I'm Legend, where nobody is there. Then the fear became real. And usually my friend who stays, his next door friend, Anil Kapoor, he usually comes out when I'm coming from abroad and gives me a hug. He sent me a message, Sochna bhi mat. And my own son said, Dad, don't mind if I don't give you a hug, I'll just open the door and give you an elbow bump. So then I said, now I'm an eternal optimist. I am a born optimist. That's why this power of positivity, I was born positive. For me, the ultimate definition of optimism is nothing is all wrong. Even a clock that has stopped running is correct twice a day. So I said, how do I find positivity in these dark clouds? How do I see silver linings? And I have lived in Mumbai for 39 years. First time in Mumbai, I heard birds chirping. We had no time, or there was no sound, was always getting drowned. I almost saw that the sky was a little blue. I said, this is the positive signs. And then I said, I must write down my thoughts and how to find positivity in these dark times. My mother was the first one to get the COVID. My brother, my sister-in-law, people were dying. We lost very dear friends, Rishi Kapoor, Irfan Khan. My yoga teacher's husband died, and death became more of a statistics rather than an emotion of sense of loss. How do I feel better? As an actor, when I have to do a difficult scene, I always write it down. Somehow there's a connection. You write speeches, means it makes you focus and it gives you a sense of clarity. So the book that I wrote became my memoirs of this 1 year. And because it was a simply written book and that everybody can identify with what I have written, it's doing well. But we are far away from the situation of relief. We have to be careful because again the cases are going up. But then vaccine is coming, and at the end of it, the world has survived for millions of years, and we will survive this. I believe in the 4-letter word of hope. My life is a sum total of the word hope. We do things. You are hopeful about doing things. She is hopeful about doing things. People over here are hopeful. We leave home in the thought process that something nice will happen. So I believe hope really sustains life.
Thank you. I found the chapter Reach Out particularly interesting as we launched a mental health awareness program with the same title last year to encourage people to seek help when needed. As part of which, we released a theme song written by one of our own members and featuring our past chairpersons and core committee. I would like to play it for you. Yeah.
Of course.
IT team, reach out video, please.
If you're living in a house of stone, hidden in the shadows of gloom, waking up to the alarm of a silent weeping soul, remember to reach out. There's always somebody who can help you. Raise your face to the sun again. When you feel you've walked 1,000 steps with nothing but misery for company, and you can't go on no more. Remember to reach out. There's always somebody who can help you walk in light again. If the song inside you is an endless scream, and your days are filled with lonely nights, remember to reach out. There's always somebody who can help you dance to your breath again. Be a lifeline, become the sun, bloom as a rainbow. Be a soft guiding light, and reach out and reach out. When you feel you've walked 1,000 steps with nothing but misery for company, and you can't go on no more. Remember to reach out. There's always somebody who can help you walk in light again.
Very nice. Excellent.
Thank
Very nice.
Thank you, Anupam ji, for this wonderful interaction. I can see our members are quite.
There's always somebody.
I can see our members are quite eager to ask you questions on their own. Over to you, Priya.
It's not surprising at all that you've kept your relevance alive even after 36 whole years of working. Moving on to Q&A time with our eager audience. The mic. So as a precautionary measure, we are not passing the hand mic along.
Yes.
But I've placed a standing one. So please step up to the mic and ask your question, and
Good
keep
evening,
it
sir.
brief and crisp.
Good evening. Good evening, Anupam ji. It was a very enlightening talk, and we enjoyed the talk. I would like to ask you about your experience. In one of your talks, I heard how you had to undergo some physical pain during the making of Hum Aapke Hai Kaun. You had a partial paralytic stroke, and how you had to camouflage, and still you went ahead with acting. Did you at that point of time feel that this is the end of the world? Because you said that you believed in the power of positivity. So did you feel that this is going to end here, you must have undergone physical and mental the pain, a lot of it during that time. But how did you overcome that? And today you look so handsome and fine, and when I went back and saw it on TV, I could see that you tried your best. We could see that strain on your face.
Thank you for asking this question. Of course, I was horrified. Actors के तो थोड़ा सा पिंपल भी हो जाता है तो वो 3 दिन की शूटिंग कैंसिल कर देते हैं.
I'm the mother of an actor, sir.
Both men and women. No, because we have to perform it, we have to show, and the whole world sees it. That's why. Otherwise, any growing girl or man or a woman, anything that has an ailment, has a problem. So one day I woke up with my face twisted, and in fact previous night I was eating at Anil's house only, and his wife Sunita said, Anupam, you're not blinking from one eye. And I said, something must have happened. The next time when I was brushing my teeth, I saw water coming out of my mouth automatically, and then I went to Yash Chopra ji's house, and he said, go to this very famous doctor, Dr. Singhal in Bombay Hospital, and show it to him. He's a famous neurologist. So I went to him. Dr. Singhal said that you must cut down on your shooting completely, take 2 months off, because you have, now there are different words come out for them, Bell's palsy and things like that, but actually it's facial paralysis. And I was to start the shooting of a very important sequence of Hum Aapke Hain Kaun that particular day. And it was a 20-day schedule. The whole set was erected, the whole cast was there. And so I said, what do you mean I'll have to go? He said, yeah, 2 months, no work, start these life-saving drugs, this therapy, physiotherapy, etc. When I sat in the car and I was thinking that if I listen to the doctor, which is the right advice that he's giving me, and live according to his advice and go home, this is how I will deal with my life for the rest of my life. Anytime anything will happen, I will just shut everything down. So this is a choice you have to make of how to live life after this. I was petrified, horrified. I thought my career is over. My face is gone towards one side. It was not a normal thing to have happened. I was at that particular time, I was doing 23 other films I had signed, and they were all my career. So all those thoughts, what you're saying, were frighteningly frightening. But I decided that I will go to the shoot, and I will tell my director, producer, that I'm ready to shoot if you are ready to shoot. So first of all, they thought all Salman and Madhuri, they all thought that this is the way I have worked out how I'll do my scenes, that with my face twisted. But then when I told Suraj Barjatia ki this is what has happened, and I can't, this can't become all right within one day. So he was very generous and kind. He said, Anupam ji, wait kar lete hain aap, koi baat nahi, khada rahega set. I said, no. So luckily he made that sequence into a man who is a little drunk. So if you see that scene today with that pillow pass karne wala sequence, there is not a single close-up of mine. They're all long shot, but you can still freeze and you will see my face twisted. Sometimes you have to encounter your fears headlong, because there is fear and there is the fear of fear. It is usually the fear of fear which makes you stop doing things. And that I apply to my rest of my life also, not necessarily about the physical part of it. I say what I think people are going to frighten me with. There are people, basically if they frighten you with what they think is your shortcomings. If you tell them what they are thinking, and this is what my life is going about, then they have nothing to frighten you with. So I did my play based on, I've done it so many times in Hyderabad also, Kuch Bhi Ho Sakta, where I've told all the things which could have gone wrong in my life. So then the people have nothing to frighten. But that was a great courage to your own self. And life is all about this, how you find courage in situation like this. So many situations, the way you people or so many people must have dealt with this pandemic is courageous, is amazing. How India has dealt with this whole situation, how we have world become according to me, we are the world guru in dealing with the crisis so brilliantly. It's not only the medical part of it, it's also the courage part of it. So in life, whenever you are dealt with a situation where you think this is the end, you will discover this is not the end. There is a beautiful line, it says everything is okay in the end. If it is not okay, it is not the end. So that's it.
Thank you so much. I have two small questions, and I wonder it's going in the same direction.
So I have heard you on Ranveer's show in one of his podcasts where you were saying something about his personal things, and you said these are vibes, intuitive vibes. And
Whose show you heard me on?
Ranveer Allahabadiya?
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So those intuitive vibes, you said ki you can read the eyes. So my first thing is it because of meditation? Second thing, what keeps a legend, an actor and speaker, a teacher motivated all the time? Is it that Bittu inside you, or is it the meditation again?
So ice thing is, I think, my father's way of not spending money on ice cream. We were very poor. I was born in a lower middle class family. We were 14 of us in a small house. And my father was the only earning member. His pay was 90 rupees per month, and we were 14. So I think lots of things he used to tell us. Ki, if as children we will say हमको ice cream खानी है, तो he will say बेटा ice cream खाने से गला खराब हो जाता है. So that stayed with my mind. He also tried to do that with tomato also. So I think, and it does, because my job is of performance, I can't afford to sort of have ice. So I try not to do that. I'm not very fond of cold water, cold drinks, ice. Am I answering your question right? Is that the question you asked me?
No, it was regarding the intuitive vibes. Do you get this?
I can't hear you.
Are
Your
you
voice
into
is,
meditation? Vibes.
Oh, I thought you were saying about ice, something.
No, it was something like you said something about Ranveer, his personal things.
Oh, I killed him.
knowing
Yes,
him much.
yes. There was this 23.
The intuitive vibes.
Yeah. There was this 23 young dude who came to interview me. You know how today's youth is. I have great respect for them because they may be very irreverent, but they are very honest. So this guy has a very popular, I did not know that he had a very popular podcast. So he came and he sort of started talking to me. You
were so correct in saying his all.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I do not like this young generation try to make me feel I am not from their generation. So to counter that, you have to learn everything that they learn. You have to be tech savvy, you have to be gadget savvy, so I do everything. So I don't let my son tell me, let me show you how to do it. So I try and sort of not do that. And I am very intuitive. And I told him, I said, you've just been ditched by your girlfriend 3 months back. He said, yes. I said, your bed is on the left hand side of your bedroom door. He said, yes. I said, your dominant color is light blue. He said, yes. He said, how do you know? I said, vibes. उस दिन मेरे सारे तुक्के ठीक लग गए. To be very honest. But yes, it is. I am very intuitive, I think. When you are interested in people, you become intuitive. I am interested in people. I don't mean to embarrass the lady who was yarning. I think it's, my idea is to give her a lifetime story. Also, she will tell her children will tell their children will tell their children. And in their family, I will be a folklore. So I think these are interesting things to make people understand that there is not to sort of, yawning is not only because I'm boring, yawning is also because lack of oxygen. So she was feeling lack of oxygen. She tried to suppress thrice. एक तो mask नीचे किया हुआ था मुझे ठीक से सुनने के लिए. Though the mask was covering her mouth. So my idea is to tell me intuition comes when you are interested in people. To answer your second question, what motivates me is life. There is nothing more motivating than life itself. And not necessarily people who are known, unknown people. The man standing outside the Darban he's motivating to me. Every day his mood is not important to him. He has to say, hello sir, good evening sir, good morning sir, how are you sir? No sir, fine sir, thank you sir. कभी कभी उसका दिल करता होगा 4 थप्पड़ मारे, किस तरह के बदतमीज किस्म के लोग आए हैं, बोले गाड़ी पार्क कर दो, बट हिज जॉब इज दैट इज सो मोटिवेटिंग फॉर मी. Yesterday I had a chocolate in my office. Some people send me chocolates, etc. And I have discovered that I have put on 2 kilos in the last 10 days. So I was very happy that you gave me this scroll, because my shirt was opening and showing my tummy. So I said, thank God, isko main chupa ke rakhunga. So I was in the car. I had taken this chocolate box with me. And next to me in an auto rickshaw, there was a family of 5 people, and they were all decked up, lower middle class family. Wife was dressed up, 2 children were there. So I opened the window of my car and I said to them, take this chocolate. Now in today's time, I did not realize. So the child immediately took it, and mother said, then she looked at me, she said, अच्छा आप हो, हाँ ले लो, फिर तो ठीक ही होगी. So I think it's beautiful. Everything is, we don't notice people. The problem in our lives is that we talk at people rather than talk to people. So that is, everybody is so motivating. Everybody is so brilliantly, has a story. Everybody who is sitting here has a biopic in their life. We don't tell our stories to people. आप कहाँ से आई हैं, आप कहाँ क्या क्या मुश्किलातों को आपने कवर किया होगा. ये सवाल पूछने से पहले 3 बार सोचा होगा कि मैं अपने कर लूँ अपने सवाल को ठीक ठाक करके. सो ऑल दीज स्टोरीज आर वेरी मोटिवेटिंग. यस, थैंक यू.
Thank you.
Good evening, Anupam ji. My name is Arshia. So I was just thinking that positivity, a lot has to do with your lovely sense of humor. I think that kind of forms the foundation. So what I wanted to ask you was that all of us sitting here today would love to have a husband who has that sort of a sense of humor. And since we're talking about positivity and how we're going to get positive, I'm guessing that a lot of it has to do with having a great sense of humor. So do you think that we're born with it, or is there a special course you'd give us? Because when you came for the water, trust me, even the ones who were about to yawn were laughing. So you got their attention with your sense of humor. So what do we do to get that kind of sense of humor, which I think sums up today and how we get our positivity? If there's a course, we'd love to take one.
इसके 2-3 reasons. There are 2-3 reasons for this. One is that I don't take myself seriously. People who take themselves very seriously are very comical. To me, I think the joy of being yourself is so amazing. Means the naturalness can be much more liberating than wanting to be somebody. I don't have any issues about not being super intelligent. I don't have any issues about have the correct answers all the time. I do not have answers to anything. I am not competing with anybody. Number one. Number two, when we were in that situation, when I told you where my grandfather and Chacha, Taya, everybody used to live, one day I asked my grandfather, I said, Dadaji, we are very poor. Why are we so happy? We are very poor. And I have seen my whole family is happy. He gave a very brilliant answer. He said, Beta, when somebody is very poor, the cheapest luxury is happiness. True. So, if you are ready to make fun of yourself, then I think the world is, you look at the world funnily. Sense of humor starts from your own self. First, you need to make fun of yourself. And it's easy to make people laugh because people are ready to laugh. You don't have to sort of practice it. You need to, actors का क्या होता है या किसी भी जो भी कुछ बन जाते हैं, they start taking themselves seriously. And that is the end of the beginning of their end. I like to make people laugh. I like to laugh myself. I think it's such a wonderful thing to be able to laugh, to be able to talk about things. And that what I did and what I said to Pinky is a sense of survival.
As well.
It's a survival instinct, you know.
It was definitely nice, and it put a smile on all our faces. So
yeah, because I think मैं बात कर रहा हूँ और कोई उबासी ले रहा है या कोई फोन देख रहा है तो मेरे को दुख होता है ना. तो मैं क्यों दुख झेलूं? जो मुझे दुख दे रहा है उसको थोड़ा तो दुख देना बनता है.
So to summarize
you are never going to invite me to your house now. So say that again. Not when you're talking. You don't let anybody see the phone when you're talking. I can afford to be funny with you, and I can afford to be funny. So that's no. I think sense of humor is very important.
No, we loved it.
I look at life from sense of humor point of view. मुझे हर चीज़ funny लगती है. मुझे जो आपके क्या फोटोग्राफर थे, कौन जिन्होंने आपने जिनका जिक्र भी किया, बड़ी ज़बरदस्त चीज़ है ये बाकी लोगों को बोलते हैं आप भी फोटो लो, और जो जिसकी फोटो खींच रहे हैं उसको बोलो सिर्फ मुझको देखो, only look at this camera, only look at this camera. So, and he is very pleasant, he will get any job done. He was conducting us outside. So these are the small little things that one notices, and I look at life funnily.
So basically we tell the husbands that you don't take yourself too seriously and look at life a little funnily.
हस्बैंड का सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर वाइफ पे डिपेंड करता है.
Okay, fair
मेरे को
enough.
अभी किसी ने व्हाट्सएप मैसेज भेजा, उसने लिखा था कि वाइफ ने पूछा, जोर से बुला, हस्बैंड ने कहा भाई सुनती हो, तो वाइफ ने कहा क्या मतलब मैं बहरी हो गई हूँ क्या? So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, मतलब ये हस्बैंड वाइफ के जोक्स इंटरेस्टिंग होते हैं, बट you should allow your husband to have a sense of humor.
Great. So we'd like to thank you. We've had a lot of fun today, and for all of us who come from different backgrounds and different situations at home, to come here at 4:35 and smile and laugh along with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Anybody else? I think you can take one question. Okay.
You see, also to say that to be able to laugh as a couple is the most beautiful thing. If you can do that, that means that there is a possibility. मतलब एक हंस रहा है और दूसरा बेचारा मायूस है, वो सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर नहीं है. या एक हंस रहा है और दूसरी बेचारी मायूस है, वो भी सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर नहीं है. साथ में हंसना चाहिए. जी
हाँ जी, नमस्कार अनुपम जी.
जी नमस्कार.
आपके एक्टिंग स्कूल के बारे में कुछ हाईलाइट करना चाहेंगे, और उसमें प्लेसमेंट्स कैसे होते हैं, और ये जो इंडस्ट्री में चांस मिलना या परफॉर्मेंस के लिए कोई करियर के लिए कोई सोचना चाहे, so can you highlight on that?
I personally feel जी एक्टिंग सिखाई जा सकती है. बहुत सारे लोग जो कहते हैं कि एक्टिंग नहीं सिखाई जा सकती, because I'm at sum total of what I have learned from my drama school. और every time acting school से जो लोग आते हैं, they have survived for many years. If I have survived for many years, so when I was initially into movies, I used to see these wonderful young newcomers, और वो किसी स्कूल में नहीं गए थे, उनके माँ बाप के पास पैसे थे और उन्होंने उनके लिए फिल्म बना दी थी, and they were petrified. One of the films was produced by Pinky's wonderful father, and I was working with this particular young actress. She was so beautiful, and she could not speak lines because she was nervous. I can understand the nervousness of a newcomer, and she was twitching out of nervousness. So that was one incident. Then other 1 or 2 times I was working in a film, and I used to see off camera these youngsters had amazing confidence. The moment camera started, they were getting nervous. So that's how I decided that let me open an acting school in Mumbai and impart training, because we can really train actors. Means it's a craft which can be learnt, and I'm very proud to say that the acting school which we started with 8 students in a small room is today one of the best acting schools anywhere in the world. I can proudly say that.
Anybody can take admission?
Sorry?
Admission कोई भी ले सकते हैं.
Anybody can learn. Anybody who lies can act. And anybody who can afford it can also join this school. We have an audition. We do the audition. We do the test. But we are very proud that the so many people who have learned from there are doing very well. Yes, to me, the most important thing is that if I am remembered many years later as a teacher rather than an actor, I'll feel that I've done a great job. To me, teaching is much more gratifying and satisfying than acting sometimes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
A rousing round of applause for that very, very interesting interaction. Thank you, Anupamji, for your time and gracious presence and your wit, which kept the audience in splits all through. And if I may, for a little while, ask you and Apurva Jain to please take your seats in the audience.
मतलब अब आप मंच से वापस चले जाओ.
Usha Rani mentioned in her address, the support of our partners and sponsors has made it possible for us to achieve our goals and objectives smoothly in a year that has been riddled with challenges. We would like to thank and honor them with mementos, starting with our knowledge partners for incubation and mentorship. Deepthi Ravula, CEO of VHub, Government of Telangana. Is she here? Sarita Chilakapati, why don't you come and pick it up on her behalf? Oh, she's here, she's here. Deepthi Ravula, CEO of VHub, Government of Telangana. Dr. S. Surya Kumar of ITIC Foundation, IIT Hyderabad. Shri Ramesh Loganathan, Professor, Co-Innovation and Outreach at CIE, IIIT, Hyderabad. Shri V. Ravi Kumar, NutriHub, IIMR. Mobiles off, please. Ushasri Tipirneni of Roshni NGO has sent word that she can't be here today, but requesting Mahati Velamati and nominating myself to pick up on her behalf for doing very good work on the mental health initiative. Premanand Iswarapu, Chairman and Managing Director, McLean Group, our skilling partner for Government of India's Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushal Yojana. Shri Ramakant T, Chairman and Managing Director, RBC Worldwide, our branding partner for the year. Requesting Ananda Ramakant to come and pick it up. Yeah, nominating myself also, come. And last but not the least, Anvesh Manne, Director at Polman Group, our gold partner through the year. Thank you all for believing in FICCI-FLO's power to empower and contributing in no small measure to its achievement.
Just a second.
Can I request the audience to remain seated, please? We still have a vote of thanks coming up. I request our incoming chairperson, Uma Chigurupati, to deliver her vote of thanks. Ladies, can you all please be seated?
Crisp. Like to start my thanking note with 3 life rules. If you don't go after what you want, you will never have it. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no. If you don't step forward, you will always be there. As the tenure of 2020-21 comes to a close, we have to reflect on thanking all those who put trust on our team. It may be the past chairs, sponsors, knowledge or skill partners, and others. First of all, I would like to congratulate Usha and the whole team of mine for bringing out a wonderful year with meaningful and educative programs like speeches, workshops, initiatives, and other interactive programs. Life is not meant to be easy. It is meant to be lived. Sometimes happy, other times rough. But every up and down, you learn lessons that make you strong. Thank you, Mr. Anupam Kher. I think he's already left. I thank all the sponsors, our gold sponsors, Polman Group, branding sponsors, RBC, gifting partners, Pushpam Publications, all the past chairs, media, and all the supportive members of our chapter. Once again, I congratulate the team members for their wonderful coordination and support. We all proved that together we can. Thank you so much.
Just a second. One more, please. Thank you.
So even this what you come that will be nice. Of course.
लाइव में कवर करें।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
वापस नहीं करें। मेरी बात करते हैं। कभी इतना मना तो नहीं समझते क्या करना पड़ेगा।
big hug to you. Usha, congratulations and wonderful. So proud of you.
Fantastic, successful. I think come, we'll take a picture with
Just a second. One more. Thank you.